in the Date Tech Volleyball Club GC. You guys did great out there in the Spring High tournament. Even if we didn't win against Seijo, you guys did an amazing job. Thanks Moniwa-san, but I think the team is still pretty upset. Don't be like that. I'm sure you second and first years will beat them next year. Yeah, we'll win next year for sure. Why don't you comfort your team now, Futakachi? Yeah, I will. Thanks for watching our game today. We wanted to see how our juniors doings, including the new member Koganagawa. Okay, I'm leaving now. Futakachi went offline. Rude brat. I can't say that was unexpected, especially from Futakachi to you. I still got some homework to do, so I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Talk to you tomorrow, Moniwa. We'll see you tomorrow. Moniwa went offline. Moniwa placed his phone on the nightstand. He sighed, remembering on how Date Tech lost today's match in the Spring High tournament. Grabbing his notebooks and pen, he began to work on his homework like the good student he is. However, he started to think some negative thoughts in his head. Maybe if I did better in the inter-high prelims we would have the chance. If only I had helped Koganagawa in setting. They could have had the chance today. Maybe if I was a better setter. Maybe if I was a better teammate. Maybe if I was a better captain. Moniwa finally snapped out of his daze as he felt tears run down his cheeks. His mind kept on distracting him from his homework with these overwhelming thoughts. Was I even a good captain? Moniwa knew he wasn't the best captain. He was timid and could not sternly discipline his juniors. But he kept on overthinking if he was a good captain to his former teammates. He finished his homework, took a quick shower, and laid on his bed exhausted. He started to have a weird feeling in his stomach. Get a grip, Kanem. He knew that if he tried harder they could have won during the inter-high. His eyes began to water as any overwhelming thought came into his mind. Why am I crying? Am I that pathetic? He soon fell asleep, but those thoughts stayed in his head, haunting his mind until the next morning. The next morning, Kamasaki and Sasaya were waiting for their friend to get to school. They've been waiting for 20 minutes, yet Moniwa was nowhere to be seen. Kamasaki, we should get to class now. Maybe he's just late. I guess. Don't worry, we are in the same class. I'll tell you when he's there. Kamasaki nods at his friend as they made their way to their respective classes. Moniwa was very special to Kamasaki. If anything happens to him, he would murder everyone in the world then himself. After school, Kamasaki and Sasaya both met up at the entrance of the school. Sasaya mentioned that Moniwa didn't attend class at all, which made Kamasaki extremely worried. The three of them would usually watch the team practice, but it wouldn't be the same without the former captain. Kamasaki said that he would check if Moniwa was okay instead of watching the practice. Sasaya agreed with his friend as they parted ways. Sasaya walked up to the gym, while Kamasaki made his way to Moniwa's home. After knocking the door 3 times, Moniwa's mother opened the door to see Kamasaki at the doorstep. She greeted the younger male with a soft smile. Kamasaki, what a surprise to see you. Hello Mrs. Moniwa, is Kanem here? The mother's face dropped, remembering her son's figure when she checked up on him this morning. She gave Kamasaki another soft smile, seeing how she went quiet for a while. Yes, he's in his room, you can come see him if you like. Kamasaki was a bit curious on why the mother was upset. He removed his shoes, placing them near the door inside the house. He went upstairs, quickly trying to find his friend's room. When he got to his room door, however, faint sobs were coming from the other side of the door. When he went inside, he saw Moniwa crying on his bed, his hair a bit messier than before, and his blanket covering his figure. His heart shattered seeing his friend in this state. He yanked the blanket from Moniwa's body, said male sat up, rubbing his puffy eyes as he looked up at Kamasaki, who had a worried face. He gave a fake smile to the blonde, which made Kamasaki even more worried. Kamasaki, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be watching out juniors practicing with Sasaya? Moniwa, what's going on? You're usually a happy person, but now. Moniwa kept quiet. He couldn't bring himself to let Kamasaki deal with his own personal problems. He wanted to cry, but there was no way he would cry in front of his friend. Suddenly two warm arms wrapped around the former captain's body. Kamasaki began to rub Moniwa's back gently as he held him close to his chest. Moniwa's eyes began to water as he grabbed onto Kamasaki's shirt tightly. Kamasaki continued to rub his back as more tears soaked into his shirt. Moniwa, please tell me what's wrong. I can't help you if you don't tell me.
I get overwhelmed so easily. My anxiety creeps inside of me, makes it hard to breathe. What's come over me feels like I'm somebody else.
So just don't get overwhelmed, and you'll make it out, then you'll be just fine. I promise you don't have to worry about a thing. Don't let it break you down, you got me by your side. And when you feel the difference, it'll be night and day. Night and day. Fuck what they think, I'll tell you you're fine. When you're with me, I ain't letting that slide. Fuck what they say, they're no friend of mine. If they keep coming, I ain't letting one by. That's the way it goes. If they ever try to touch you, then just stay home. That's the way it ends. I'll make sure they never see another day again. These things take time to let them get to your head. You let them into your mind, now they're under your bed. They come in easy, but it's harder to get them out. So just don't get over.
Mind isn't.
Moni will listen to me. Kamasaki gently lifted up the setter's chin with his fingers, causing the other male to look up with him with teary eyes. There will always be something in your thoughts that will try to bring you down, but don't let these negative thoughts get to you. You are stronger than you may think you are. We may have lost our chance to go to nationals this year, but what matters is what we made from it. You have been the best captain and setter I've spent 3 whole years with. Kamasaki, whenever you get overwhelmed with negativity, just know, me, the team, your parents, all the friends you made throughout your journey will always be here for you. We will not let you go through the pain by yourself. Because you are not alone in this world, understand? Moniwa instantly bursted into tears. He gripped onto Kamasaki's shirt tighter as more tears flowed into the fabric. Kamasaki's hand found its way holding the back of Moniwa's head as the other one continued to rub his back. Thank you, Kamasaki. It's no problem at all, Kaname. You are and will never be alone, as long as I'm here. Moniwa's eyes began to close as a small smile emerged from his lips. Kamasaki held the other male closer, not wanting to make him feel alone. Moniwa began to drift asleep, but said 4 words before resting his eyes. I love you, Yasashi. Kamasaki smiled. I love you too, Kaname. Thank you so much for being there for my son Kamasaki. I can't wait until my son takes your last name.